How you doing, guys? Danny K, right back in with another video. Let's go. I'm here to talk about why I left Western Express, and I think I made a video about this, but I'm making another one. I was with Express about over a year and a half. My number one mistake was overstaying at a starter company. That's what Western Express is. People know what Western Express is, a starter company. There's not a video bashing Western Express. I want you to know that. It's just my experience. Just in case you're a driver or somebody that's looking to get to Western Express, somebody who's working at Western Express. When you're new to this industry, you don't know what you don't know. There's a lot of things that I'm learning. I learned more about the industry this year and part of last year than I ever did starting off in the industry. I'm learning way more about lease purchase. I'm learning so much. So if you're a person that just come in the industry, you don't know. You just go to Western Express and you might think this is the best you could do, or this is it. And that's the truth. So I'm here just to talk to you guys and show you guys why I love Western Express and my experience. Surprisingly, my experience was not bad when I was OTR. Started at 48 cents a mile, went up to all the way up to 60 cents a mile. I was getting decent checks. It was nothing, oh my God, this is good money. But it was, I could pay my bills, I could save some money, I'm paying off debt. It was money I could manage. I could take care of my responsibilities at home and do what I gotta do while OTR. However, they gave me a regional position, Now this is where things went wrong. I went regional, my pay got cut in half. I even offered, first I was getting paid pretty decent, and I even told them, I guess I don't mind being home every other weekend for me to get the money I want to make. For me to hit that same amount of money, $1,200, $1,100, at least $1,000 a week, I don't mind going out every other weekend, being home. So I'm out this week. This weekend I ain't gonna be home. Next week I'm home. I don't mind doing that, and go home for 3 days. I don't mind doing that. It makes sense. But they had me come home every weekend, but the money did not make sense. I was making. My pay got cut out $600, $700 a week. No, I didn't get my CDO to make $600, $700 a week. That does not make any sense. No, this is not it. Now that's when I started looking for other companies. I really wanted to go local, regional, get something else, but I was in a rush because I'm like, I'm using credit cards again to pay off my bills. So I was just in a rush. I'm like, I just gotta get another job. Henceforward, I went to this job, which I don't regret, and I wish I came to this job sooner. You get more benefits, a higher 401k match. It just makes sense. Your detention was $150 at Western Express is $35. What you gonna do with $35 a day? I didn't know. I'm like, yo, what? $35? What are you gonna do with that? If you were shut down for a whole week, you get $35 a day. That's just no money. I'm sorry. That's crazy. Oof. That's crazy. That's like what, $400 a week? No. And after tax, you're gonna pay what, $200, $250, $300? No, that's no money. Probably even less than that. 35 times 2, that's 70 plus 70, that's 140 plus 70, that's 210 plus 35, 245. Oh God, that ain't no money. I'm sorry. So 245 for the week you get. Oh God, so you're getting paid like $200 for the week. No, oh God, no. Oh man, no. That's no money. By this company, if you say a whole week you're on detention or breakdown, you're getting paid $150. I'm not saying it's a lot, but that's a $150 times 7, $750 times 5, that's $250. Yeah, 5 times 5, $250 plus that's not bad. You making decent money. That's $800 right there. So $800, you're gonna get paid like $700, no less than $600 after tax. That's decent. That's decent right there for breakdown pay compared to Western Express. But I'm glad I left Western Express. And there's nothing talking about Western Express. I'm happy that I got experience from them. In order for me to get to this job, I had to go to Western Express. I learned something. I made mistakes with Western Express. So it was good for me to learn. This is a starter company. But my mistake was not leaving the starter company sooner. That's my mistake. If you're at Western Express right now and you have 6 months to a year's in, start looking for other jobs. Don't just jump up like, oh, I'm going to leave. But have a plan in place where you can be like, okay, I want to go to X, Y, and Z. Right? Know what you want to do. Do you want to stay in OTR? Do you want to go regional? Do you want to go local? And then make a plan in place so you could do that and have a smooth transition. But if you're going to be OTR, the transition is not going to be that hard. Start looking for other situations that you could go to. And it's not bash to Western Express. Western Express is a beginner company. Some people, if you're doing good there, stay at Western Express if you're doing good. If you're making the money, you have no problem, stay there. Ain't no point in leaving. But if you want more, do you want to make more money? Do you want to have more benefits, more 401k match? Think about leaving. Go do your research at other companies. Don't stay in that company if you don't have to. Start a company. Don't stay at it more than you have to. This goes for any Warner, Prime, any company. If there are better situations that you could go to, go. If the situation is good, don't leave. Yeah, Works Express, all these other companies that are good, beginner companies that are good, don't leave. But if you want to do better, you could do better. After 6 months to a year of experience, you could get in a better situation. My company, you just need 6 months of experience to get to this company. This is a mid-tier company I work at. I'm trying my best to hide my logo. This is a mid-tier company that I work at, and it's not bad so far. So far, I can't complain. Mid-tier, you get high pay, but it's not bad. It's not a bad company. I'm about to get surgery. I'm about to be on leave. My benefits is going to be covered. I'm going to have short-term disability. I can't complain. I can't complain. And I got a new DM that's running me well, so I'm making decent paychecks. You know, this past month with my new DM, it's been good. It's been wonderful. So make sure that you do your research. You're spending time away from your family and friends. Don't go into trucking to get minimal amount of money. No, because the companies will do that. Trucking companies or businesses, especially in trucking, have no problem paying you the bare minimum and you stay there. They're not going to complain. They're going to get max profits while paying you nothing, peanuts, for you to be away from your family and friends. That does not make any sense. So this is going to be just a short video. If you're at Western Express, let me know what you're going through. Let me know if you're still at Western Express. Let me know if things probably got better. From what I've seen, it's a startup company. One of my boys hit me up talking about, yo, Daniel, Western Express, they told me I could make up to $1,500 to $2,000 a week being regional. I told them, they lying to you. Drive-in, they definitely lying to you. You're not going to make 6 figures at Western Express. You're not. Period. Full stop. If you are, you let me know. You let me know. If you make 6 figures being local, being regional, you let me know. But I told my friend, like, you try it out. You try it out. See if it works. If it works, try it out. But from my experience, you're not going to make that amount of money at Western Express. Unless you're running, unless everything just go perfect. Like a perfect week. Like, for example, OTR, a perfect week, you're doing a little bit over 3,000 miles. That's a good week. Or even 4,000. That's weeks I hit like a little bit over like 3,800 miles. That's not what you're going to do every week. That's like almost like a $2,500 paycheck after tax, probably like $1,800, $1,900. You're not going to do that every week. So $1,500 a week, you're not going to do that every week. You're not going to do that. You might hit some weeks, and especially where in the region you're at. Where we at, you know, in New Jersey, you're probably not going to be hitting that 1,500 or 2,000 miles a week over there doing flatbed. Driving probably, but you're most likely not going to hit that. You might hit 1,000, 1,200. That's more realistic. Now, that pay scale, you're going to be making $500, $600, if you're lucky, $700 after tax. That's not no money. That's not worth it. Might as well go local or go OTR if you're going to do that. But anyways, Danny K. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this video. Out.